Time for this to go. It's cool. It functions. But this is going to be so much better. Motivation USA, they had it in stock. You're able to call them and see, ask them about the inventory, man, and they will pick up the phone. They typically ship out for FedEx before 1 o'clock their time, but if you don't make it, ship it out the next day. Got this on a Sunday, and yeah, we finna get rid of this. Let go. So I'm missing a bit on my Weehaw set, so I had to pull this out and use this bit to get it done. But with Hondas, all Hondas, these three are the main ones. The other ones are just for symmetry. We should be able to lift the whole thing up. Bob's your uncle. Now we gotta get the key out. So just tried. So I just tried this. This is a trick. So it works off pressure. Take this, put it back, take the bolts out, and then you push it down. That's not what we want. So, all right, I'm gonna leave that mess up in there. So this right here, where the grommet is, you push that down. That allows you to come all the way out. Allows you to get your key out. We don't leave mistakes in there. It ain't always perfect when we're doing this thing. That way you can keep it. If you want to sell it, a couple bucks, or keep it because you want to, return this to stock or move this to another bike. You don't like the color, but it looks better on a different bike. Perfectly another CBR or Honda product. Look at the fit and finish on this. CNC machined. You gotta see that right there. Boom. Let it out right here. So it's probably gonna go in this hole right here, for sure. All right, so that was wrong. It's actually supposed to go here. This is where the air escapes. So we're going to figure out how to make this work because you're not supposed to compress that tube. All right, let me get to it. All right, so as you guys see, this rubber, fuel resistant portion right here, lifted this up. You're going to have to get this bracket out because you will have to drill this open to fit in the tube because you don't want to compress. And so you don't want to do any type of drilling over an open gas can or fuel tank, whatever, man. So this does come out. You see right there. And this, get this out the way. Get that, get it released. Drill this open just enough to fit that hose in, snug, and then boom. Put this back in. First, it snaps into place over this and all this stuff, and then you can put everything back together. All right, got the bracket out. I'm gonna put some shop towels in here so I can go and drill this out. I use my screwdriver so this hose doesn't fall away in there. And I gotta go fishing for it by taking this all apart. So screwdriver in there, not too big, just enough to be snug. And we can get this knocked out. All right, so after about 30 minutes and using a 9/64 and a 3/32 bit, we got this open enough. The hose was sitting there, and it's not super snug, super tight, but it's sitting there and it kind of locks a little bit. I'll probably bore this out just a little bit more, not because we're not trying to go through this. You don't want to crack this or go through this right here, but then you got to order another part and start all over. So be mindful of that. Also, it's wet because every now and again I'll take breaks to let the drill bit cool off and the part using water or soapy water. We're using soapy water first, then using water to rinse out the soapy water, and then we're gonna run alcohol through it to make sure all that's rinsed out. Also, blow the debris from this side back here so it blows all the way out. Boom. Get down there pretty good. I'll put this back together. Got it back in. You got to work it in to get it done, but she's back in. I've got to put the rubber portion back in. And we got to remember this has to pop back in. Everything slots underneath this cover right here. So it might be easy to just take this whole cover off and do this. But I didn't, so we're gonna put it back in the way we took it out. So as I'm editing this video, I forgot to tell you guys that rubber piece that was on top of that little bracket, I actually had to put those together so the inner circle, the lip could pop underneath and sit around where the actual fuel tank inlet is. Do that, then work your way front part in, then the back part in, clearing the fuel tank inlet. Then it should go in there a lot better, and it's not hard to line up all the holes of the actual the rubber on top and the bracket. I snipped off some of the hose because what I do is I want to use the hose to act like a spring and create pressure to keep it in that hole. And the way I'm doing it, it will avoid being in the way of the mounting hole. All right, so these pieces were in here, facing down, like a hat. Make sure that's in there. And so this is what we gotta do. O-ring, the cylinder. It's basically help it make it stay in place so it doesn't bend. And then the actual Allen bolt. So you gotta finagle it all. Be careful not to get that in here. So we're probably put, we're gonna put some of this back in. I just foresee that not going the way we planned. So we're gonna do this. All right, then we're just gonna make sure all that's around it. So we just pull it out and put it in, because man, I'd hate for that to fall in the tank. I'd be sick. All right, so we're in the house. So you guys are probably wondering about the two spaces that are open and what they got going on. So we're gonna break it all down. Washer, you got two washers, two short screws, two nylon nuts. All right, that's gonna complete the aesthetic look that you're looking for. And the other part of this is, let me put this on the right way. The whole idea of the O-ring, I see what they're doing, is to make it a catch screw. So you're gonna put this in, slid in it the first time. This is the pin or the cylinder. You slide the O-ring around this joint, and it keeps it from coming out. So when you're putting this in, you can better line this up. So O-ring, slide it down as much as possible, because it's gonna move down like that anyway. So now when you go to line this up, slide this in the hole, line this all up, and then boom, screw the 3 in. We're gonna lock these down right now here at the desk before we go back out there, and then we should be good to go. Boom. Shout out to Bonamici. Maybe thinking ahead, and this was gonna look like minus the actual cap. Let's go install it, put the cap on, get a final look. All right, so when you get it on here, make sure you line everything up. To help line everything up, use the bit to kind of find the hole on each one, and it will sit down like this. Make sure this is that hose. It's in there the way I got it. It's coiling on itself, so it's going to keep it in there. So when the gas pressure releases, it's good to go. We won't have any issues. And then just tighten down one by one till they're all cinched down. You can actually put the cap in now. I'm gonna do it off camera and show you the final result. And here we are, final product. Bonamici, man, y'all did y'all thing, bro. Y'all did y'all thing. And to take it out, you can't just twist it. You gotta press down, then up. All right, now it goes and move away. That looks nice. Hold on, let me give y'all that. Boom. Don't mind the garage being a little dirty. Y'all better back off. But that looks nice. I was finna go with the gold. I'm glad I went with the red. Shout out to Motivation USA. It's go time.